There's another threat to kids, and it has nothing to do with the virus. Just last week, we told you about reports circulating on social media involving strangers trying to abduct children, many of which police had no record of. Those terrifying stories aren't just local. They're circulating nationally around the internet. 7 News anchor Catherine Guyan joins us live now from the 7 Newsroom. She spoke to advocates who say those types of kidnappings aren't the biggest risk to children. Catherine.
Well, Shelby, when talking about these types of child abuse, you will hear advocates use the term stereotypical kidnapping. That's when a stranger abducts a child, much like those posts we see shared hundreds of times on Facebook. But in reality, more than 90% of children who are the victim of some type of abuse or exploitation know their perpetrator.
What we think of as stereotypical child kidnappings, those haven't increased for 3 decades. It remains pretty stable nationally at about 105, 115 children per year. That's obviously very serious, but what we also need to be aware of is that there are many other risks to children.
The real risk is online sexual exploitation, and it's happening at an alarming rate. In 2004, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children reviewed a couple 100,000 reports. But in 2018, thousands turned into 45 million files and images.
If we go back to March of 2019, there were a little under 1 million reports made to NCMEC's hotline for online sexual exploitation of children. Fast forward to March of 2020 when the lockdown began, that jumped up to 2 million. Fast forward to April, it quadrupled.
While COVID-19 has played a part in the increase, Peters says the cases were already on the rise. So the mission for advocacy organizations and parents now becomes stopping this from happening to more children.
If you want to make a difference in combating abuse, the way to do that is not solely by sharing various stories on Facebook, and it's certainly not by sharing false ones.
Instead, Peters says talk to your kids about online safety and body safety.
You know, a lot of people get squeamish about using anatomically correct terms with kids, but we know that helps prevent abuse because when children are more educated, it enables them to accurately describe what's occurring, it enables earlier detection, and enables prevention.
And educate yourself to recognize the signs of abuse.
This isn't something that happens out there. This is something that happens in our schools, in our churches, in our communities, and it happens and it's perpetrated by those who children know and who children love.
Since some of these conversations can be difficult to have with kids and even adults may not know where to go for help, Peter shared some resources from the SHIELD Task Force, Zero Abuse Project, and other organizations who advocate for children. We have them for you at WTRF.com. Live in the 7 Newsroom, I'm Catherine Guyan, working for you.